Hi, this is Shane Davis from Youngstown State University here with Figure It Out Baseball. Today we're going to do the second in my two-part series on plays at the plate. If you haven't seen my video on force plays, I would recommend you going back and checking it out. But today we're going to cover tag plays. Ball's hit out in the outfield. Let's say we've got runner on second base. Plays coming at the plate. There's going to be a throw coming. We're going to have to make a tag. I encourage guys, I know rules have changed even in Major League Baseball. I would like guys to keep masks on as much as possible. You've got dental work in there. This is a very vulnerable place. One thing I always bring up to guys at camp, catchers I work with, they all say they could catch 90 behind the plate from a pitcher. You know, if you say you could catch 90 miles an hour with a mask on and a swing in front of you, I think you can catch 85 from 150 feet away, 200 feet away with your mask on. It's just going to protect you. It's there for a reason. And you know, your parents, especially if they bought you braces at some point in your life, your parents are probably going to be thankful if you have that mask on at all times. But you know, a couple concepts. Balls hit into the outfield. We do want to provide a sliding lane for our base runner coming in. Two things. One, it's going to protect us because his natural inclination is going to be to slide towards the sliding lane. But also, then we can kind of dictate where he goes. Knowing that he's going to go towards the open area, it kind of eliminates half of the plate from him sliding into. Balls hit, a couple general concepts is I like for guys to have their toes in line as much as they can, their left toes in line as much as they can with the third base line. Reason being for that, if you get a little bit of a stagger, and let's say you do get slid into, I don't trust anybody to not try to barrel you or maybe have a bad slide, especially at amateur levels. You know, if somebody slides into you and you're sideways, you know, there's a lot of stuff you could tear up there. You're probably a little safer if it's straight on and you just hyperextend a little bit. So I think it's a safety thing. So I'm going to get out and my heel is basically going to be in line with this front left corner of the plate. And what that does is, like I said, it dictates a sliding lane where now the base runner coming in sees that he's going to have to slide towards the back. And we're going to work like a ball is hit, you know, up the middle to second base extended. So it could be, you know, runner on third, infield in, hits your second baseman here, or, you know, single to the outfield with the guy on second. But, you know, a couple concepts is we want to open towards the ball as much as we can. We want to start low, similar to learning how to field a ground ball. It's easier to work low to high than it is high to low. We want to get ourselves low and sink in, just hunker on down for this play coming in. So, you know, throws coming into me. Once I catch the ball, you know, a couple things we want to do. We want to catch. We want to go ball in hand, hand in glove. Now, once we have the ball, we can start to take away that sliding lane. So now that I've made that move here, there's no sliding lane left and he's coming right into me. And all that I do is I'm going to sink to my knee with my glove web side out and the ball in my hand in my glove and make a tag. From here, there's two things you could do, and some of it's depending on what position the runner's in. From here, you could either pop back up and look for another play, or if the runner tries to extend a slide, maybe out here, or if your momentum's taking you, you just push on through and come out the backside. So again, balls hit, let's say this time, balls hit towards, towards left field for me. So here, your chest is gonna be towards where the throw's coming from. I'm waiting for my throw, runner's coming in. I receive the baseball. Now I take away that sliding lane, down, up, and out. Protect myself as much as possible. All the way down the right field line is where it gets a little tricky for us. Same thing, mask's still on. Now I can't be as in line with the third baseline. I'm gonna open myself up a little bit, get in a good athletic stance, sink down, catch, take the lane away, back out. Couple other concepts on plays at the plate. If your pitcher's doing his job, we've got a play coming in at the plate. If your pitcher's doing his job, you shouldn't have to worry about overthrows. A lot of catchers like to get down in a blocking stance to try to prevent runners from taking an extra base on a bad throw. We're throwing home for a reason. We're trying to get an out. So we can try to pick and make a swipe play. If you can't get in this perfect position and maybe the throw takes you away from the plate and you have to dive and swipe tag, that's fine with me. This is working in a vacuum right now. Ideally, that's the position we want to get into, but also be athletic. If you have to reach, kind of dive, go ahead and do it. One other thing is it's a lot easier for us to go get a short hop and adjust. So if I see that the ball's maybe gonna land right there in front of me, rather than getting that mid hop, it's okay to get off the plate and either catch it in the air or get a short hop and dive. Catchers especially too often get themselves in this position and anchor in, and they're not willing to come off a little bit. I'd rather you shuffle off and then shuffle back on, or shuffle in a dive to make a play and make sure that you secure the baseball first. Once again, this is Shane Davis with Youngstown State University and Figure It Out Baseball. Thanks for joining me for some tag plays. Look forward to seeing you again soon.